Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal, PeaceLoveMusic, with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our awesome friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Tuesday, the 29th of April. So many cool things happening in our ecosystem on the daily. Lots to talk to you guys about. Lots going on in the broader crypto space and the macroeconomic situation. So many cool things happening. Friendly reminder, this is a news and information show. We're providing news and information only, never financial advice. Sometimes some entertainment. Hopefully we make you laugh, make you have a good time, maybe not take things so seriously, help you get some information as to how to make your own decisions, determine your own risk tolerance, and do your own research and make your own decisions on what you should invest. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. That being said, the numbers this morning for Bitcoin are not looking terrible. By the way, if you like to, I don't have the, this is so awkward, I can't do it now. Down. There, share out the stream. I have everything mirrored backwards. So now it's not second nature to me to go, I'm pointing over there, but I'm pointing over here. No, that, yeah. So share out the stream. If you like what we're doing, you enjoy the content, you think we're good guys in the space, the best thing you can do to help us out is to share out the stream. Let your friends know this is the place to come to learn about what's going on in the ecosystem, the Bitcoin, the stacks, and other L2 ecosystem, the broader crypto space, with an eye towards just bringing you the truth about what, to the best of our ability, as to what the information is in the ecosystem. The numbers today looking good. Bitcoin, as of about a half an hour ago, coming in at $95,100. That's really good. If we can close the month, we got 2 days left to close out the month. That monthly candle's looking really good right now where we are. We can absorb a little bit of testing back actually at this point and still close very strongly for the month of April. Stacks coming in at 83.41 cents, down a little bit. It actually dropped momentarily, so I haven't had a chance to look back at it. It actually dropped from like 87 to 83 cents in a matter of a couple of minutes, so I don't know if anything changed since then, but it did drop to number 61 by market cap on CoinMarketCap. Fear and Greed Index up a little bit to 293, still in that neutral range. The top three gainers on CoinMarketCap for the past 24 hours are Layer, Soul Layer, I'm not familiar with that one, Virtual, and Theta Token back in action. That's interesting to see. Stack your STX, earn BTC. SBTC is programmable Bitcoin for DeFi. Stacks has fast, low-fee transactions, proof of transfer security, and native Bitcoin. Tell your friends. It's native Bitcoin rewards. How do I get my own copy wrong? That's really the question, isn't it? Like, how does that happen? Stacks DeFi. In the Stacks DeFi realm, Hermetic is offering 7% yield on USDH this morning with over 5.5 million total value locked. They also have a fresh new 2.0 user interface, really cool stuff, some added tools, some added bells and whistles, a little bit of a trading option there, and really cool. I love what Jacob and the team has built out at Hermetica, and really interesting to see them develop. DCA into Bitcoin, stacks and runes effortlessly at Bitflow.finance, and now Bitflow just added a major upgrade to its liquidity platform with the launch of Flex Pools. Flex Pools allow users to provide liquidity in any ratio while benefiting from ultra-low slippage. PerpDex on Stacks, now on Velar. The long-awaited PerpDex has launched. You can engage in perp trading, stake your Velar, pair your favorite tokens with SBTC, earn yield, and trade stacks and other tokens on Velar. Alex Labs' Xlink Bridge is now protocol with the aim of facilitating swaps directly between Bitcoin and USDT and AUSD stablecoins over on protocol. It's not Xlink anymore. Really interesting options we have in our marketplace on Stacks and real Bitcoin DeFi. Zest is offering 4.13% yield on SBTC. That's Bitcoin on Stacks. You can earn 4.13% on your Bitcoin on Stacks over at Zest right now. With the highest yield at Zest coming in at 8.01% on STSTX. So you can loan out your STSTX for yield over at Zest. Over at StackingDAO, you can earn 7.99% on your STX with STSTX. So you deposit your STX, you get STSTX, you're earning 7.99% on your STX by holding the STSTX, and then you can take that STSTX over to Zest and earn more yield. More yield is the name of the game here. You can also earn 8.27% yield in native BTC with regular stacking at StackingDAO, or 7.75% with rewards in SBTC. The top 3 Stacks token gainers on STXTools.io are Mega, Jindo, and Flat Earth. And STXTools.io, if you didn't know, is the place to go if you're looking to do your own research on tokens in the Stacks ecosystem. STX Tools is where it's at. What is happening in the Stacks world today? We have Unchained Summit at Dubai, Staking Summit at Dubai, Token2049 at Dubai, and Multi-Chain Day at Dubai happening. There is the GM Breakfast VC and Founder at Token2049 Dubai. There is, as always, we have our show 8:30 to 9:30 every morning. At 9:30, we have Find2Earn games with Xenitron from Skullcoin, the Game Master. Round sponsored by Rue, Leo, Wrap Nothing, and Bitcoin Pepe token. More projects joining for May, so really keep a lookout for that. And then we also have the Not Tuesday segment where we have OGs from the Wrap Nothing community, XYZero from Zero Authority, and Hz, the actual deployer of Nothing, coming on to chat with us at 10. Really excited about that. There is the, let me get into the DeOrganized calendar here. Leather Lounge is, I think it actually might, I'm not sure if they're going live today at 11. I think Longstreet mentioned that they're moving to Thursdays. I don't know if that's happening this week or not, though. So maybe a Leather Lounge at 11 a.m. StackingDAO DeFi show says that it's at 11 a.m., and I believe that's actually at 10 a.m. unless the time has changed. We have to check on the calendar there. There will be no episode of Learn TA with Landy today. Landy had a conflict, so we're going to kick this week's episode out to next week. We do have Art on Stacks at 3 p.m. hosted by Reese and co-hosts GPSC and 300. I think they got Doug Friesen coming on for today's episode. That's really cool. All Things Crypto with Dave and the team at 5:30 p.m. today. And at 7 p.m. we have the Organized Nightly Show with GPSC and Friends. And yes, I am confirming the StackingDAO Stacks DeFi show is at 10 a.m. today as well. That's their regular time slot. And that is your events for the day. If you have an X-Space, a live stream, or event series you want to share with the community, head over to the DeOrganized.media page, create a user account. It's just a simple Stacks wallet connection, no transaction involved, and we'll add your event to the community calendar free for everyone. Get more visibility and let our audience know what's happening. Whether it's a one-time event or a recurring series, we've got you covered over at DeOrganized.media. In the news today, actually really quick, some interesting news, definitely. But I just want to remind everybody, today is not Tuesday. Back to my news items. Coinbase has unveiled the Coinbase Bitcoin Yield Fund, a new product targeting non-U.S. institutional investors launching May 1st. Non-U.S. institutional investors. The fund offers projected net yields of 4 to 8%, paid in BTC. It employs a conservative basis trading strategy, profiting from price spreads between spot and futures markets, avoiding high-risk lending and derivatives. Backed by Aspen Digital, the fund reflects Coinbase's effort to bridge traditional finance and Bitcoin native income products while meeting institutional compliance standards. Or you could just go over to Zest Protocol. Bitcoin nears 95K, actually a little bit over 95K. Bitcoin surged close to 95K on April 29th. As investors' confidence remained high, analysts point to favorable macroeconomic conditions, institutional demand, and positive ETF inflows as key drivers behind the move. Technical signals also support a breakout pattern, with many forecasting a run past 100K if momentum holds. It does seem to be slowing down a little bit. Market watchers are closely tracking upcoming U.S. economic data for validation. I think we're probably running out of steam, going to set that hopefully higher low on the next move. But I think we still got to close out the month strong. Who's selling right now, really? That'd be silly. Ethereum's price surge. Ethereum's price has surged past 3,200. Well, that's not right. What is this? That's wrong. I got an old article or something. Or some ChatGPT's been like just dropping little wrong things in there on me, and I can't catch them all. Arizona lawmakers passed 2 bills allowing the state to hold Bitcoin in its reserves, making it the first U.S. state to formally adopt such a policy. The legislation opens the door to allocating a portion of the state's treasury into Bitcoin, signaling growing political support for crypto assets. Proponents argue it protects the state against inflation, while critics question volatility risks. Adoption is coming. Like I said, who's selling? Corporate Bitcoin treasuries see uptick. A growing number of public companies are adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets in 2025. April alone saw 15 new corporations disclose BTC holdings, citing it as a hedge against monetary debasement and a signal to investors. With MicroStrategy and Tesla leading the way, newer entrants say regulatory clarity and ETF adoption have de-risked their decision to hold crypto assets long term. Corporations are noticing that their option of adopting and holding crypto assets long term has been de-risked. You think there's going to be more of that or less of that? I think there'll be more. ETF flows on April 28th. Bitcoin spot ETFs experienced a net inflow of $591 million. BlackRock led the pack with a massive $970 million inflow, its second highest daily total ever. Meanwhile, ARK-B saw $226 million in outflows, followed by FBTC with $86.9 million and GBTC with $42.7 million in outflows. Ethereum spot ETF saw a total net inflow of $64.1 million on the same day. BlackRock's ETH recorded the largest inflow at $67.5 million, while ETH faced a modest $3.4 million in outflows. I think my hat's making a shadow on my face. Just, so they're back. There we go. That's a little better. And you can't see the StackingDAO. I love StackingDAO. Thanks, GP. Bitflow has introduced a major upgrade to its liquidity platform with a launch of Flex Pool, starting with the new STSTX Pool. Designed specifically for yield-bearing assets like STSTX, Flex Pools allow users to provide liquidity in any ratio while benefiting from ultra-low slippage and automated reward optimization. The upgrade delivers deeper liquidity, higher APYs, and greater flexibility for traders and liquidity providers alike. This marks a significant step forward for stable swap infrastructure on Stacks and further positions Bitflow as the go-to DEX for dynamic DeFi trading. Flex pools are now live and accessible at app.bitflow.finance/pool. GPSC auction on Gamma. It's still ongoing. You still have times to outbid me. I hope you wouldn't, but if you do, I might just outbid you back. We don't know. Who knows? Maybe you'll be baiting me into paying more. You could always be doing that. There is time. because the Gamma auction has not completed yet. If I'm correct, I'll get an update from GP as to when that's going to happen. But there are 5 one-of-one images telling you the story of Paul Stamets, world-famous mycologist. The auction is live now, and it ends soon. So you have an option to own this one-of-one from an OG in the space, and bid on all the other ones. Boom is offering .btc holders a chance to claim their matching .boom.btc subdomain, but only for a limited time. From April 12th to May 11th, users who register for the Boom wallet at boom.money/reserve, boom.money/reserve, can optionally reserve a subdomain like yourname.boom.btc or DeOrganized.boom.btc if they already own that BTC name. The move is designed to simplify Bitcoin transactions, making them as easy as sending an email. There's no pressure to participate, and your existing .btc name still works on Boom. But if you don't claim it, someone else could, and you don't want that. You don't want someone going around with your boom.btc name when Boom becomes, a household function. Don't do that. Don't do that. Zeely has officially integrated the Stacks network, allowing users to connect their Stacks wallet and complete fully on-chain quests from NFTs to tokens and custom experiences. Everything on Stacks can now be verified and rewarded directly through Zeely. This marks a major leap forward in aligning community engagement with on-chain activity. Shout out to Bitflow, Leather, and Granite for helping bring this integration to life, and be on the lookout for more opportunities to participate in the Stacks Zeely campaigns and support our community and maybe onboard some people from outside of the ecosystem, help show them that we have real DeFi on Stacks. Bitcoin DeFi, real Bitcoin DeFi on Stacks. Big Market, a decentralized prediction platform built on Stacks, is making waves during the Stacks Ascent program, co-founded by Mike Cohen and Antonio Mick. The platform introduces semi-fungible reputation tokens to reward market participation and power a future DAO. Users can now test market creation, staking, rewards, and governance directly on testnet. Big R-Earn now will convert to mainnet later. The team is exploring a hybrid token launch and seeks feedback from the Stacks community on future priorities, documentation, and social strategy. With several Clarity contracts deployed and an audit underway, Big Market invites contributors to help shape the future of Bitcoin native forecasting. Head on over to bigmarket.ai and connect with your testnet wallet. Make sure you're using a wallet that you're comfortable with testnet. If you need help, we can help you get set up on that. Get over there and start helping out and participating in growing and developing the ecosystem for Stacks. The BoostX app Chrome extension just leveled up. You can now send STX, BTC, and other Stacks tokens directly to anyone on X with .btc or .stx BNS name just by interacting with their post. Send crypto with a like. Get instant notifications now. Now supports Stacks NFTs. Coming soon, mint NFTs on X with full Stacks wallet integration. BoostX makes tipping, rewarding, and engaging with your X fam seamless, and it's only getting better. There's actually cooler stuff coming. Something called Space Drops. I don't want to say too much more about it, but don't sleep on BoostX, fam. The Find2Earn meta is here, and it's changing the game. The Find2Earn format blends real rewards with community fun, creating an interactive way to onboard users and unlock true play-to-earn potential. Join us daily on DeOrganized for live rounds with the Game Master powered by BoostX app. It's time to play, mortals. And BNS1, head on over to BNS.1 to claim your own .btc.stx or other BNS name and lock in your digital presence on Bitcoin. The latest platform upgrades include a sleek new interface, improved marketplace and features, and smoother management tools, making it easier than ever to buy, trade, and rep your BNS across the ecosystem. Own your name, control your identity, start at BNS.1. And just real quick, I'm going to shout out. Oh, thank you, Hero. Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate that. What's up, LMNO? Good to see you, man. Bids on 88.5. Oh, is that where we're, is that the number we're looking at? Is the correction? I hope that actually. That would be good if it holds there. If that's the high or low. Well, we'll see what happens. Good morning, Dee. How are you today, man? Good to see you. And just before I bring on our friends, oh my gosh, actually, I didn't send the link out to a few people. GP, can you drop that link in the morning show chat, please? I keep forgetting. While he's doing that, I'm going to let you guys know about StackingDAO. StackingDAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. StackingDAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately, so there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. Want to start earning yields today? Head over to StackingDAO.com and jump on in. StackingDAO, where liquidity meets opportunity. And Bitflow is your go-to DEX on Stacks, the only place where you can trade native BTC along top tokens like STX, SBTC, USDC, Runes, including Liquidium's LIQ. It aggregates the best swap rates from Alex, Arcadico, and Villar into one seamless platform. This week, Bitflow rolled out major upgrade with the launch of Flex Pools. Starting with the new STSDX STX pool, Flex Pools are designed for liquid staking tokens like STSDX, offering deeper liquidity, smarter auto rewards, and the flexibility to provide assets in any ratio. It's a smart way to earn with lower slippage and higher APYs for dynamic assets. If you're yield farming or stacking STSDX, this is one to check out. Visit app.bitflow.finance/pool to get started. And now get ready for the Bitflow X DeOrganized Zeely quest. The password is coming up. It's right here, actually. Bitflow BFF is your password for the day. Head over to Zeely in the Bitflow Zeely quests. You can find the DeOrganized dailies, and you can go earn. The password is given daily on the show. It's given usually right at the top of the show. So, if you go back, all of our shows are on YouTube. You can still participate in all of the shows. Get all those Zeely points. And we have GP in the house. Good morning, my brother. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Good morning.
And we have Michael, a.k.a. Blockface, a.k.a. That's a derivative of blackface, they said.
How dare you?
How are you doing,
It
Mike?
has nothing to do with my name.
I heard that it does.
It actually does.
I thought you said so.
I did say so. I just pretend.
Or were you just like trolling Trudeau?
Yeah, they have a new Trudeau now.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Same as the old Trudeau almost.
I think this one is
Not fathered by Castro.
the only thing. People make fun of dumb politicians. The only thing worse, I think, for people than a dumb politician is a politician who knows what he's doing. Does that
Well,
make
it can be
sense?
more dangerous. It depends. They're both dangerous in different ways.
You understand, right? So I think
Maybe it's just politicians in general that's the problem.
Yeah, the history of Canada is that Trudeau came into power because Stephen Harper really knew what he was doing, and people didn't like a conservative who knew what he was doing. Hey Mel, what's going on? I read your article.
Oh, good. 10 points for you.
Yeah.
Good morning. Actually, I don't know if you guys have heard, but I submitted that application on Sunday. We got accepted. So, and I said, if we have other people coming, how do I get them accepted? And she said, just have them fill out the application the same way we did. So,
Okay.
Trying to get that press pass, baby. Let's go.
Hold on. Mel, by the way, because I want to talk about your article, I put the link to the ChatGPT conversation I just had with it, so check that out. But so what you're saying is that DeOrganized, which was funded in part by D grants, led by
originally.
right?
By grants and me.
Is now going to be a press presence in Bitcoin Vegas?
We are approved official media for the main events at
Crazy.
Bitcoin Vegas.
Incredible. Congratulations, Peace.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you. And Michael, honestly, it was so late last week, Shannon from the foundation, Shannon Voigt, she had reached out to us about us being there and trying to coordinate some of the stuff with us. And she asked if we had applied for passes. And I said, no, we hadn't, because I wasn't really sure how that's supposed to even go. And ironically, over the weekend, you sent me the same link. When I had tried it before you sent it to me, I tried it on my laptop, and it wasn't giving me any kind of option to apply for media passes. It wasn't there. And when you had sent it to me, I was on my phone, so I clicked the link, and it had different stuff. So, and I was also like I didn't exclude you. I didn't realize I didn't understand your whole post there. I wish I had actually just included
I was just thinking, because I was talking to Rocky and the team, and we had so much success having a physical presence at these events. You know, we meet online and blah, 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 but I guess there is still something about meet-body interactions. And so we said, no, we really have to be at this conference. And so in talking to Rocky, he asked me, hey, you're still going? I'm like, yeah. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, look, if we're going to be there, right, might as well. And I quickly looked it up and I flipped it to you, but it's all working out.
Yeah. So just put in the application, put in that you're with DeOrganized, send them I use the YouTube link as like evidence of our, what we're doing, our shows and stuff. And that was it. So.
Amazing.
That's a big milestone. So Mel, you have to come now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get there this year, guys, but next year.
No.
Well, you know what though? This is actually, so what we do need though, we still need people that are like, just because we're streaming doesn't mean you can't join this. Just because we're there live doesn't mean you can't join with us. Like we need you.
Yeah.
Whoever's not there with us, we still need people coming in to host the morning show with us and, to talk to us about what's going on.
We can be live on location.
You'll be like our girl in the studio,
We'll be outside in the rain. It's really wet outside. You know what I mean? Like the
daily weather report from Africa. That is like,
Is it safe where you are right now?
Yeah, I just gonna ask.
From where I'm looking out towards the ocean, absolutely.
Oh,
great.
The mountains, who knows? The roads are open, then they're closed, then it's out of control, then it's under control. Who knows? Near the helicopters.
So
we've got those big water helicopters that put things of water and go and throw them in the mountain.
Wow. So Peace.
They come right outside my house into the sea.
I've seen those planes flying in. Peace. So the only thing we need is like a camera person. Because we're going to be doing so much press interviews and stuff like that. It would be good to have someone.
So the way I did it when I went up to Harvard for EZA, what ended up working easiest for me, and I haven't done it again since then. So it was a little tricky getting it. So I have a front face and a rear facing camera on my phone. And I was able to get them both working at the same time on the stream. So I had the person that I was talking to and myself both on there. So I'm probably looking at maybe getting an upgraded phone that might function with that better.
I was talking to Rocky about getting lapel mics as well to make sure that we get, because at these conferences you forget how loud it can get. So really having lapel mics would be good. Yeah, that's the only other thing. Oh, the other thing is now we have about 30 days. We need to be wearing the DeOrganized merch the entire time.
Right, we have
to get
we need merch now.
We need the hoodies. I want to be wearing 3 different hoodies on each separate day while we interview all these folks.
Isn't it hot in Vegas though?
Not for a West Indian.
I'm half Irish.
Oh, that's right. You'll burn quickly.
Also in the desert, so it gets cold too.
I'm also half Italian.
An
so
Irish
Italian-
person in Las Vegas? Isn't that? Wow.
I do want to shout out Nieta and Reese and Ishan. Good morning, everybody. So yeah, we need to get some DeOrganized merch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we'll have to have a meeting. About
The organized Speedo. Huh?
Isn't that every Speedo?
You just have a D on the front and organized on the back.
Scan the QR code.
And you'll get into my room. So yeah, Mel, you always write articles and we never talked about it. So I read the article and I went into ChatGPT because it made me think back to my sociology and psychology of the, there was this guy who talked about the self concept or the social self concept. We think of ourselves in the way that we think other people think of us, kind of thing. So I started looking up all the different types of aspects of the self. That's all.
Yeah, it was interesting because remember our conversation the other day? Michael and I had a bit of a joke the other day because it was like we never have a normal conversation. There's never like, hello, how are you? It's just like immediately jump into like intense philosophy, religion. It's a very intense conversation. So he mentioned some amazing terms like, what was it? What self? So we were talking about know thyself. I am that, all that sort of thing. So I thought we could co-write an article because I started working on, the meaning of that what self. Is that an actual term or is that something you just made up when we were talking?
Not self or no self.
No, what self?
What self?
Yeah, you said we were talking, and remember we talked about Sybil, who had like 16 different personalities. So I said, know thyself, and you wrote, what self?
Self.
So I thought that is such a great term. And I thought, what a term to actually make up. So, and I wasn't sure if it was something that you just made up, or is that me? Or
You hear that? What is that?
I don't know. GP?
Hey, what's up, guys? I had an emergency that I had to take care of really quickly.
There's like a buzzing. What is that, Peace?
I think it's GP.
Yeah.
Your dog has the microphone? Okay.
Can you guys hear me at all?
I can hear you, but it's definitely like it does sound like Bruce is chewing on the mic.
Yeah, sorry. I've got a fly.
This is so DeOrganized. I love it.
All right. I think you're saying you have an emergency and you're going to drop. That's cool, man. Good luck. I hope you're okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Mhm.
I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks,
He
Filipino.
definitely,
He'll be fine. He's faced worse.
Oh, yeah, he'll be fine. But the fact that he felt like he had to drop off suggests that there's a serious thing going on for him right now. Whatever it is. I hope it's more work related than personal, to be honest.
Mm.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a work crisis. Because
Right.
that's like, who cares? Not really. I love work.
What he's been, but what he's been, the amount of work he's been doing, specifically in running the Discords for
StackingDAO and now Satoshi AI. And he's on them all at once. I think there's more than one of him.
That last one's only a rumor. I'm not sure about the.
Well, every community needs a Gen Z, you know?
Right. But he's everywhere. I mean, he's really doing, he's helping. So we have Binta doing, we started doing the whatever spaces that we lead into the morning show. And Binta's been hosting those, but GP jumps in all the time. And he's constantly like jumping in and joining that conversation while he's doing stuff in the Discords at the same time. Then he comes and joins our show. While he's doing our show, he's doing stuff that he's working on for all of the other stuff. He's got his thing that he's doing for dog pool. You know, he helps everybody. So, you know, when he has trouble, it's like, I hope it's just something he has to go manage. You know, it's not something that's gonna be a problem for him. But yeah, he's, you know,
and he's been like, ever since you kicked off the evening show.
Right, so he shows up for this in the morning. He's got all that other stuff, and then he's doing another show. And then, like last night, he said he spent like, you know, we had a really great show with Rafa. Rafa was showing us some cool stuff. Actually, really quick before I forget, we've got about 15 minutes before Find2Earn. You guys might not have seen this yet. Let me actually show you. I know you guys are probably familiar with Fact.Fun.
Correct.
So this is new. They've updated it. So just kind of starting over, the Meme Factory is a launchpad and DEX system for meme tokens built on Bitcoin using stacks and runes. It gives creators a fair, secure, and transparent way to launch a meme coin while rewarding early supporters with token allocations and DEX trading fee airdrops. This is how memes are meant to launch, with community support, trustless infrastructure, and real upside for believers. So this is the most intriguing part of this. What is the pre-launch phase? Before a meme token can trade, meaning trading on the bonding curve, because these end up going on a bonding curve, but before they go on a bonding curve, it's not just one person setting up some criteria for a token. There's 20 pre-launch seats. You need to have at least 20 seats filled. Each seat costs 69,000 sats. So you have 69,000 sats of liquidity times 20 that has to be met, and at least 10 unique seat holders. So there has to be some kind of community support for the project before it even goes to the bonding curve. And those people have you know, there's like a vesting schedule, but they get access to the trading fees. Once it goes to the bonding curve, they get an allocation that has a vesting schedule, so it doesn't get released. But it's a really interesting iteration on the bonding curve launch mechanism for tokens. You know, you actually have to have support before you can't just go launch a token and hope it does, and then have a bunch of snipers boost it early because they're just playing around with them. You're still going to have the bonding curve mechanics, but you have holders that are vested before it gets there. So I think that's an interesting development. Rafa came up. I'm not sure who else was working on it with him, but he also was working on. He's working on something with atomic swaps where you can actually tie in Bitcoin in one. It only takes one confirmation, and you can bridge Bitcoin into SBTC. And then he actually added a functionality last night where not only can you automatically bridge it into SBTC, but you can have it drop right into the Blaze protocol, subnet protocol, right through his swap mechanism. So it's not even. So it's still. So you're going from Bitcoin to SBTC into the Blaze subnet, all in one user transaction.
I read somewhere that most of the money made in crypto was made from stablecoin yield. Does that sound right? Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Hold on.
That I don't know, but I do want to reach out. We got Hz in the chat saying, "Did I miss it?" And no, sir, you're a little early. We actually have 45 minutes before the Not Tuesday segment. And let me actually, I'm gonna find him. I gotta find his. I can't find his X handle. It's too hard to find. I sent it to the Not. Let me actually find Haz's. Haz, DM me. I don't know what his actual X handle is, and I need to get him the link to join. Like, he doesn't have to wait until 10. He can join us sooner if he wants to. Anyway, you're not late, sir. All right. But if somebody can get that, there we go. There we go. So I just dropped Haz the link to join the stream.
So I'm just doing
all good. You don't have to wait until 10 a.m. to join. You can actually join and get in on the conversation now. You can join during the Find2Earn games with Xenitron, or you can wait until 10 o'clock and we'll just chat to you then. We'll chat with you then. But excited to have Haz coming and joining us on the show. That's really cool.
Is it Haz or Hertz? Like, like the wave Hertz? That's what I always thought it was.
Well, it represents both, but I believe referring to him, it's just Haz. That's what I've only ever heard people refer to him that way. Here he is. We can ask him.
Is it Haz or Hertz?
Good morning, Haz. How are you today, man?
I'm doing okay. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
We were debating on whether it's Haz, pronounced Haz, or Hertz.
It's just Haz. I hate vowels.
That's great. Yeah. So Haz is I don't know if you guys know him. Melly must know Haz, but Haz is, amongst other things, he is the deployer of Nothing, which we will talk more about at 10 a.m. The Wrap Nothing segment. Good morning, Big Mac. What's up, brother?
I have a...
Hero says, nice hair, Haz. I think he might be frozen a little bit.
Okay, I had bad connection. Sorry about that. I was just gonna say that I have a meeting at 30, and I can be back at start of the hour. So do we have like is our time like at the start of the hour, like 40 minutes from now? Because
yes,
I can't translate.
Our segment is for that. But
time zones.
Being deorganized as we are, you're welcome to. We'd love you. You can join us every day if you want, man. Whenever you have time, we're happy to have you on anytime. But yes, this stream will be running for the next, just about an hour and 10 minutes or so. We're going to run from now. We have a segment we do with Xenitron for Find2Earn games. We play a bunch of games, and then at 10 o'clock we transition to. This will be the It Is Not Tuesday segment. And you and I believe XYZero will also be joining. We can talk all about whatever you guys want to talk about, actually. It doesn't even have to be about nothing specifically, but it could be about nothing. It could be about anything.
Amazing.
Yeah, and we're happy to have you, man. And you're
well, I can jump and then come back
perfect.
Later.
And that link will still work.
Sorry
no, not at all, man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for visiting.
Internet
and we'll catch you again in a little bit. That is Haz, everybody. Thank you, sir. That's this is DeOrganized, and this is how we do it. We're never quite sure what we're gonna get, but always gonna be something interesting, right? Where were we? We're talking about
so Mel, you were talking about co-authoring an article. I think that would be cool. Oh, she's setting up. I can't hear you. What's happening, Candy? Nothing is coming. Come on.
What happened?
Oh, she's talking, but I can't hear her. Nothing.
No.
Is there like...
She was muted somehow.
There you go.
You must have muted yourself.
Am I working now?
Yes. Or I muted you.
I don't think it was new system. No, I'm still trying to learn what's going on here. I got new internet.
You were muted on. You were actually muted on restream, so I think you probably just hit M. You probably accidentally hit your M key.
Well, I don't have any keys in front of me.
Oh.
It's a hologram.
It might have been me. I might have hit it somehow. I might have accidentally.
All I got is this mic. No, it's okay. It's no worries.
That's how we do. That's how we do. I don't know if he'll have time to join us now. If not, maybe we'll get him on for tomorrow. Big Mac from Bitflow was actually just talking to me about showing us the what do they call it now? The stat, like the new multi or single-sided flex pools is what they're calling them. That's so if he has time, he's going to jump in before Find2Earn, or we'll have him on tomorrow. That'd be cool too.
Can I share my screen? I'm going to show you the breakdown of how institutions make money on Bitcoin. Where is it? So,
are you talking about which article are you talking about?
The article you wrote on the Self.
Okay. I was just checking. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
No, so this is how institutions make money from Bitcoin. So all the stuff that Rafa talks, is atomic swaps and, we talked about the perpetual DEX. It sometimes is, it's a lot of language and can be confusing for folks. But if you look at how the institutions make money from Bitcoin, it's not necessarily just the price of Bitcoin going up and down. It's all the synthetic products that can be created on top of them. And this is a Studio Ghibli diagram showing how they make money. But yeah, Mel, it was on your article talking about go ahead.
The only reason I asked was because that seemed to apply to the other one.
Oh, let me.
The only reason I asked was because this about Bitcoin and institutions. I thought that was a referral to the other one I wrote about Bitcoin being eaten up by.
Yes, that is for the other one. So I'm having two discussions
That's why I got
at the same time.
But I know Rafa was talking about that, so I just got a bit confused.
We have multiple conversations. I put the link in the chat there.
Thanks.
But yeah, so again, a lot of this language around, swapping the perp DEX with the parachain and that stuff kind of gets lost. But all of these little institutional investment rails, I guess you would call them, is I think preparing for the flood. And once you guys told me that Bitfinex was a signer, I was like, man, this thing is game over.
I don't think that's accurate.
It's completely accurate. Where did you see anything to the contrary? I'm just curious.
I haven't been able to confirm it to be true.
I saw it on the Stacks website.
What's up, Big Mac?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing today, man?
Pretty good. Pretty excited. Big day today.
Big day. What do you got going on today?
Bitflow Flex Pool is out for STX.
Bitflow Flex Pools launch today.
Wow.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I think it's really cool. Is it it was not live yesterday, correct?
It was in beta when we were testing, and then it went live for a couple of hours late yesterday. But
I tried to play with it yesterday morning, so before the morning show yesterday, so early morning yesterday.
Jamie, can you pull up the website for it so we can see what you're talking about?
Let me.
We don't have a Jamie.
I don't think I have.
Joe Rogan and Jamie is the same person on our show.
The only issue is I have I only have my testnet wallet. I don't think I have I have 5 stacks in there. I don't know if I'll be able to do much. But we can still play with it. Actually, I don't know, Big Mac, if you want to share your screen real quick, or I can share mine.
Yeah, if you don't mind giving us an overview. Imagine I don't know anything about STSTX.
this is, so you want to go to Bitflow, app.bitflow.finance/pool.
So, Peace, for the audience, if this is their first time looking at Bitflow, why Bitflow?
Why Bitflow?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me actually.
Because you want your
Bitflow-
bit to flow.
Well, so Bitflow is the go-to DEX on Stacks because they aggregate all the best swap rates from other platforms, the other DEXs like Alex, Arcadico, and Valar. So Bitflow is the place to go if you're trading on Stacks. You can also do native Bitcoin swapping, and they have runes trading on Bitflow now. There's and now they have DCA where you can actually DCA. You can set up DCA for Decentralized exchange.
So long story short, if you're new to Stacks, but you're familiar with Bitcoin, Bitflow is one of the first places you would go in the Stacks ecosystem to start participating and generating yield.
Stacks DeFi, starting at Bitflow for Stacks and or Bitcoin DeFi is a great place to go.
Keep going. So now I have some context. What am I looking at right now?
So what the big news today is that flex pools, starting with STSTX versus STX, have launched. So they're designed for liquid staking tokens like STSTX, offering deeper liquidity, smart auto rewards, and the flexibility to provide assets in any ratio. It's a smart way to earn with lower slippage and higher APYs for dynamic assets. So it's basically like single-sided liquidity, or you don't have to have the same balance. Like you can add liquidity with Stacks and STSTX without it being like if you only have a small amount of STSTX versus Stacks or a small amount of Stacks versus STSTX,
So,
you can provide liquidity.
Sorry to be a noob. When you say liquid staking, I hear that term thrown around a lot. Can you clarify liquid staking? What do you mean by that?
Sure. So STSTX is a liquid staking product for stack staking through StackingDAO. STSTX, when you stack your STX, normal stack.
The ST is like for stacking STX? Is that why they called it STX?
It's liquid stacked stacks.
Okay.
So when you stack your STX on StackingDAO, you can stack it as a traditional stacking pool. So let's step back for a minute, I guess. Proof of transfer stacking mechanism has, if you hold stacks, you can participate stacking your stacks, and you earn Bitcoin yield while securing the Stacks network. StackingDAO is a platform protocol that offers a liquid staking product along with other staking options, where if you stack your stacks for STS, for the liquid product, you get STSTX in return for your stacks. The STSTX appreciates in value against STX with a variable rate that's subject to change daily, but it always appreciates based on the daily rate against stacks.
Right.
So when you hold it, it appreciates in value. That's how you earn your yield.
So it's kind of like choosing what kind of yield you would like, Bitcoin or otherwise.
Right. And so for flex pools, you can actually trade the pair STX versus STX. You need a liquidity pool for that. So flex pools is a new way to actually engage with that with less risk and more options for the user.
So what you're saying is that flex pools are about to open up the floodgates of liquidity, huh?
They're about to let the bits flow.
Yes, I like it. Back to Mal's point.
Not only that, now you have the ability to withdraw. When you decide to withdraw liquidity, to withdraw one-sided liquidity. So if you go in two-sided, you can decide to withdraw STX or STSTX.
So if you can actually go single-sided. You don't need. So if you only have STSTX or you only have STX, you can actually deposit into this.
Both. You can deposit single-sided liquidity, and you can also withdraw single-sided liquidity. So before you had to withdraw the whole two-sided LP, but now you'll be able to decide, okay, if I want to withdraw either STX or just STX or both.
That is awesome. And to be honest with you, if you want, I'm happy to have you. It's actually just about time for us to roll into the Find2Earn rounds. But I think I would love to do an actual walkthrough tomorrow. I'll have my wallet ready with some STS, STX, and STX. If you want to join, you can. If not, I'll just do a live stream myself and walk through it with people. But happy to have you come and talk more about that tomorrow, man.
Yeah, it would be great. We'll to show you guys the announcements coming out today throughout the day. And then tomorrow we'll do a little bit of a deeper dive and see how to use the tool, liquidity, withdrawal. Get really deep into it. No pun intended.
Yeah, man, I like it. I'm so glad that we were able to, this is kind of like how we do. Our model here is on the fly, as it comes, largely unscripted. And I love Bitflow. I love what you guys are constantly innovating. It's really hard to keep track of all the cool things happening at Bitflow because you guys are just iterating and iterating and iterating. Super psyched about having you join us this morning. And you're welcome to hang out, by the way. We're just going to transition into Find2Earn. So I gotta get that going because I got the not segment coming up at 10. And I got Hz coming on, and I wasn't sure. So we're a little deorganized this morning. That's all. But Big Mac, that's really awesome stuff, man. I dig it.
That's great.
So we are about to go into the Find2Earn rounds, but I do have to, before we do, just going to take a second to do a quick word from our amazing sponsors.
Bye.
It starts freezing. Sorry about that. Everything's kind of freezing on me here. I think I got too many processes going. It is time. The Game Master is here in his original form. How are you today, sir?
GM mortals, GM everyone. The power is on. We can play the games.
It is time to play. We have 5 episodes of Find2Earn coming up. We have 5 rounds sponsored by some tremendous meme token communities in the ecosystem, including Rue, Leo, Bitcoin Pepe, Wrap Nothing, Skullcoin in the house. And Michael, you want to do the whitelist rounds?
Yeah, let's do it.
Michael's going to share his screen and walk us through. These games are played live on the Skullcoin BTCX handle. So you're going to go over to the Skullcoin BTC handle. I'm going to be waiting for the countdown for the rounds to launch. You do need to share out the live stream. Make sure you share out the stream. Make sure you like and repost the game rounds. If you do not, you will not be eligible. And if the last thing you want to do is to be the first one to beat everybody to find the location and then have the Game Master take away your prize because you didn't share the stream. So make sure you share out the stream, like and share the posts. And if you are a new player and you would like to be on the whitelist, if you want to be on the whitelist, you got to let us know. Drop a comment below the game rounds or below the live stream and let us know, and the game master will get you onto the whitelist for the early rounds for the new players, starting at for tomorrow's games. Orange is not going to join us to play, so I'll stream the open rounds. I'll share my screen for the open rounds, but Orange says he's still going to beat everyone though, so we'll see. We'll see about that. I think he's feeling like he's losing his edge because he has to stream at the same time. Good morning, little dude. What's up? What's up, man? And good morning, nobody. Nobody famous in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. So, Zenny, are you ready? You need a minute?
Yeah, we'll start in 1 minute.
1 minute. All right. Well, while we're waiting, Michael, you want to run through real quick how the game rounds go?
Sure. Let's actually play a game right now. So this was a game from yesterday. Man, this must be hard to find. What the heck? It's just a place in the middle of nowhere. Well, if you think you can find a place in the middle of nowhere, this might be the game for you. You take the coordinates, drops you into a place. You tuck this like a Friday night in San Francisco, and you start looking for this. Let's see if we can do it right now. Where are we in the world? We are in the continent formerly known as Europe. Okay. Now, let us go in. Where do we think these people are sitting down? They must be sitting down right over here, right? That must be where they're sitting down, right? No, it's not. And that's why the game is so hard. But
Okay, let's go. Let's play.
Oh, okay, wicked. We're ready to
Let's
go.
go.
So let me go to maps.google.com. I like to have this set up before we start because you are competing against other people. The twist on the game is the first person to find the location and comment on the post with the coordinates wins actual currency. We'll be playing about 5 rounds today, so you'll see how this game goes. We'll be starting in 5, 4, 3, 11, 1, 0.
Okay, refresh the page. Let's go.
All right, we refresh 3 times for good luck. Luck be a lady tonight. Well, does it have to be a lady? Come on, 2025. Anyways, all right. Is it this one? No. Am I missing it?
Yes, the game is
there
on.
we go.
Let's play. Let's
So,
go.
these are the coordinates. I always copy those. You can look for this location or this location. Look for this location or this location, and you get the comment with the coordinates. I'll show you how it works. Let's look for the red buses. I think the red buses might be a little easier because we can see them from the overhead. Ta-da! All right, tuck this like Friday in San Francisco. Let's look at, now where are we in the world, Carmen San Diego? We're in Guatemala. All right. Now,
Where are you?
Guatemala. Okay, so we're looking for what are these red buses, right? So let's look for red. I see one red. One of the cool things I noticed is that if you hover over, you can actually, wow, look at that. Does that look like it? I wonder if that's it.
It kind of looked like it.
Right?
It's a red bus.
Oh shit. There we go. Right?
With the new orange.
So that overhead camera really does help, huh?
Orange is the new block.
There you go here. I can't believe this worked out like that. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of how it works. I guess we did it. But see how that overhead camera, I'm telling you, man, that's like a little cheat code. I would have never looked there. Right? I can't see any red cars. But, oops, come on. If I hover, look at that. Amazing. Who would have known? So how we doing over there, Xenitron? Any winners? Let's look for the other location. This one.
Okay, I have the clue. Like there is a 2 red buses. People, why you drop 1 red bus? This is wrong. Like you have to find 2 red buses. It's very simple. You see on the picture 2 red buses.
So let's look for this now. Maybe we can use that same method.
I don't see like the 2 red buses. Where is the 2 red buses?
So just for folks,
You guys are really not getting it. There's like
come on,
7 answers.
everybody.
Michael,
Yeah,
you
man.
dropped starting
I
location.
think Olamide got it. The bus.
Oh, yes. They did not share
Yeah,
the location.
The winner is Olamide.
See, sometimes you can win and lose, I guess. All right. So what about the other location? Did we get the other one?
We have no winners for the other
We have
location.
no winners still. Like we have no winners.
Oh, okay, so we're looking for an intersection with not a tenor but an alto.
I was just thinking, what is that?
Yeah.
Where does that stop? Anywhere?
Let's see.
You have
And
to
then-
find policeman.
And look at this lady. What's this lady? Anyways.
She's in the back of the van.
Oh my god. That's a white van too. That's not a good. Alright, so. Man, so okay, no, this is at an interseccione, right? Just like California. So
Okay, we still have no winner for policeman.
let's go into the middle of an intersection. Man. And you wonder why they want to come to America. Sorry. Anyways, let me see if I can find another intersection. Why are all these Guatemalan people coming to America? Have you been to Guatemala? Anyways, sorry. I'm sure it's a nice place.
I have some good friends that are Guatemalan, but
I
they
have-
are here, not in Guatemala.
I had a best friend in high school, Day Rivera from Guatemala. No. Very
Cool story.
great at cleaning. All right, hold on. It feels like kind of like a Spider-Man. Well,
We'll have no winner for that second round, that second waitlist. No one found it.
Yeah, we still have no winner, so we just wait.
all right.
Do we want to drop the next, or do you have another like a silver waitlist today too, or just open rounds for the next 4?
Yeah, let's play. Like we have 6 more games. 6 more rounds. We have double Pepper round. We have double Leo, and we have double nothing round. We can make whitelist. We can make without. We can make open rounds. You decide.
You know what? Let's just make them open rounds. We got a lot
Okay,
of
let's play.
people in the chat looking to play.
Okay, let's play 3 more games. Open rounds for everyone. 3 more
Alright.
double games open for everyone.
And you guys on the white list, definitely there's still 1,500 RU up for grabs if you find that other location. We'll be monitoring that as well. Oh, I think we actually might have. I think someone got it. I think it was Olamide. No, actually it might have been. Well, I'll let the game master decide. I think McCarthy DAO actually got the right location first.
No, it's a different corner, I believe. Like,
That's not the right one.
Let me
Oh,
check.
it's not the right one. Oh, it might be. No, well, there's a second one that he posted. It's a different one. Maybe it's not the right one though. It's still the wrong corner. And maybe it's the wrong corner still. All right, you guys keep looking. That round's still
Okay,
open.
we have like, yeah, I believe like Ola Media won the second one also. People, you are too slow. You have just to go forward. Like, there is very simple game. You just have to go forward from starting location. You could grab like 15,000, 15 USD, like 1500 rule. Yeah, we will give the win to. Let me double check.
Yeah, double check. We want to make sure that the right. We want to make sure that we're making
Yeah,
sure that.
yeah. The trick of this game, everyone just chasing the red buses, and everyone just lost to the person who found the first red buses. But you skipped like the second game, and Olamide, since he was the first, he finds the red. He finds the policeman. So the Alameda double winner for today, but now he goes to Bronze Silver League and he will play for high stakes with new players. Okay. Now we have open round for everyone. Be ready.
Oh, let me know. I'm just exploring Guatemala. Very nice, colorful place.
We are going to Copangan Island and we will play there Pepe round.
Mike, you want to keep streaming, or you want me to switch?
Okay, yeah, you take over. I'm just looking at places in Guatemala at this point.
Well, I mean, new rounds launching, but it's up to you.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think? You ready? Or take it after this round?
Okay, everyone get ready.
You want to keep playing?
All right, let's do it. We're going to renew our efforts. Okay.
All right. I want to see Mike win.
Yeah. Enough of seeing Mike lose.
Let's go. Are you ready to play? You challenge with everyone, but it's a fair competition. You still can win. You can beat any player because it's fair. Everyone can win. We have double round for Pepe. You can win up to 10 or 20 USD. If you want both rounds, let's go.
You're going
You
down.
guys need to make sure you're sharing out the stream and sharing out the game rounds. Like and reshare the repost.
Let's go. Make countdown.
All right. 10, 4, 9, 3, 8, 2, 7, 1, 0.
Let's go.
All right.
Refresh the page with delay.
There we
Okay,
go.
let's go. The game is on.
There we go. This is what we're looking for. These are the coordinates. We copy the coordinates. We take a look, and we're looking for these people on a mattress heist. So we have the mattress heist or the tropical park. All right, so let's look for the mattress heist. Maps.goggle.com. Bang. All right, tuck this like we're in California. Now click on here. These are the routes. So let's take a look. We are on a road and there's a car and we are here. So let's see. This looks like a road. Now, can I see any discernible features? It's a bit... Well, let's just take a look. Let's put some boots on the ground, as it were.
Okay, we have our OG player who won the first one.
Come on.
The only black. Congrats.
Let's see.
The great comeback.
Let's try over here.
That was the first one on the left. So we still have the one on
Here we still
the
have this one.
on the right.
Oh,
like
so
it's a
this one is
little
done.
beach area.
Now we're looking for this. Let's
Yeah,
try.
the bot episode won by. Let me check. I have one more. The person, new person who just played.
Whoa, where are we in the world?
Yeah, sorry, like the Anna Diana, well played, but this is wrong location. Orange, the only black won the bot episodes. The only black won the car episode, and the orange, this is sand episode dust.
There's
Okay, great.
greenery on. That's a sand.
I think Wenny got the. I think Wenny got the second one.
No.
Oh, a DeFi dictator.
Let me check timestamps. Wait, the orange won the first one, and the second one. I'm just following timestamps. Wait.
Oh, orange got the first one. I think. Oh no, is that the right one with the car? I don't know. Maybe. So we still have 2 more double rounds to go.
Yeah.
But we only have one winner on this. We don't have the second winner. Or is this is that second location right here?
Yeah, I think we got it.
Got it. I think somebody else already had it, but
Not bad. I'm surprised I found it, to be honest with you. This was a tough one.
I'm not. You've been doing this every day now, so it's been you're getting
Nerve
better.
wracking every time. Wow. You know, it is a kind of there's probably good health benefits for your brain doing this kind of stuff, I think. You know, having to use your vision and your geospatial things that we throw out and we never use anymore. All right,
Yeah, well, that's the problem. We're supposed to transcend and include. That's the proper way to go. Transcend and exclude your.
What's the opposite of transcend?
To keep
straight send.
To be stuck where you are. No
hetero send.
I don't know. We'll have to. We'll do some etymology on that later.
Okay, let's play like the next will be like double rounds and double games. So we play total 4 rounds, double game.
So they'll be double games. They both have the same starting location like the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, let's decide terminology. So we call the game is the full game with rounds, or we call the round with the games. You decide.
Well, a double. So we have back to back, which is when we run two games at the same time, but they have different starting locations and different prizes. So if we are running 2 games at the same time, it's a double round, meaning it's 2 options to win the same token. That's what we'll call a double round, I guess. It's a double round versus back to back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we just need like this terminology so everyone understand what we are playing. Yeah, that's very important.
Double back-to-backs is like Aristophanes gaming. I like it.
So we
okay, listen, who missed the white list, we will add you tomorrow because we have full 50 people. Demand on this game is so much and we're growing so fast. Sorry, whom I missed to add to the game white list, I will add for tomorrow. I personally say to the people like Mr. Macaulay, we will add you tomorrow, and others. We will make more whitelist games, but we have like for one game we have limit 50 people for whitelist.
Yeah, we'll get you guys on for tomorrow. Thank you for your interest in playing. You can also definitely participate in the open rounds, which we still have 2 more games to launch.
Yeah, sure. You can play and compete with anyone, like very easy.
And are you ready to launch? You
Yeah, 1 minute.
I'm doing this screen share now.
Yeah,
Your turn on the hot seat.
All right, I got it. Let me get over to my Skullcoin BTC. Share my screen. We are waiting for the game master to let us know he is ready. And I'm on the Skullcoin page. I'm just waiting. I'm going to like and repost on the ones I haven't had a chance to.
1 more minute. So everyone get ready. Orange, I'm waiting you to play the nothing game. To be honest, like it's more complicated will be, but it's up to you. Okay.
We also got Hz back in the house. Hz, we are just finishing up Find2Earn rounds. We have a couple more, but we'll be transitioning into that segment momentarily. You're welcome to hang out with us while we do these last 2 rounds.
Okay, I'm just checking the rounds, and we about 1 minute. So get ready, focused.
We have a minute. You got a minute before you're going to launch them?
Yeah.
All right, real quick. I actually have, this is a debut. I haven't seen this yet myself. Hot off the presses from Bitflow. New video. Let's go. Did you guys see a video? It didn't play for me.
It's very short, but I like what I saw.
I'm going to run it again, actually. It didn't play for me.
That was amazing.
Cool stuff. I like it. And just for everyone that doesn't know, Bitflow is your go-to DEX on Stacks, the only place where you can trade native BTC alongside top tokens like STX, SBTC, USDC, Runes, and Runes, including Liquidium's LIQ token. It aggregates the best swap rates from Alex, Arcadico, and Valar into one seamless platform. This week, Bitflow rolled out a major upgrade with the launch of Flex Pools, starting with the new STX Pool. Flex pools are designed for liquid staking tokens like STX, offering deeper liquidity, smarter auto rewards, and the flexibility to provide assets in any ratio. It's a smarter way to earn with lower slippage and higher APYs for dynamic assets. If you're yield farming or stacking STX, this is one to check out. Visit app.bitflow.finance/pool to get started. And another friendly reminder that we have the Zeely campaign daily with Bitflow and DeOrganized. Today's password is BitflowBFF right there.
Okay, let's launch. Who will count down?
We're ready. We're ready to go.
Let's go, countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Let's go. The double rounds, 2 games, everyone can participate. We start from Leo and nothing. Let's go.
All right, Peace. Now, talk us through what goes through your mind. I know what goes through my mind when I play. What are you thinking when you see this first image?
So I'm thinking I'd rather have this old rough muscle car than ever have to drive one.
It's all about
So
family.
in the Leo round, you have to think where to search. In the nothing round, you have to just find this location.
All right. I'm also thinking I want to find nothing because it's not Tuesday. So I am going to try to find
Not
that
gonna
one.
do that. Yeah, Orange. Let's go, Orange.
Orange is going to take my win. Is that what he's doing? Well, this
Yeah,
is a
Orange
tough
is
one
fine.
because this is a. So I'm on my Google Map and I'm looking, and I don't really see anything that's jumping out at me from this image. It's probably a little tough. One thing I do notice is a little bit, maybe the street. Huh. So I'm going to grab my peg guy, drop him on, hoping
We
we're
still
kind
have
of
no
close.
winners. Let's focus. Play hard, GoPro. Everyone can win.
I see a lot of tiny cars, but not the tiny car I'm looking for. So maybe I'll go back the other way.
Let me check. Okay, we have answer from Spencer.btc. This player we onboarded to the game. No man, it's a different car. There is a crashed car. You have to find the crashed car on the Ghibli image. We have answer from another player. No, it's a different car. Abu Duraka. Abu Bakar, it's a different car. You have to find the crashed car. Okay, seems like the orange. Yeah, we have like two. Yeah, we have orange and Lil Dude across the street. And the
On
orange
the
was
peppy round,
faster.
on the nothing round, or on the.
Yeah, nothing round. Orange playing nothing round.
All right, so
Okay,
both of those are
orange
found.
was faster than Lil Dude across the street for some seconds.
Ooh.
So that was the orange car. Both of them are found.
Yeah,
one
orange was
found the,
faster for like 30 seconds. Yeah.
But no one's found the mini car yet, right?
The Fast
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Furious Dom car.
We got Hz and Zero in the house. Guys, we're a little slightly behind. We're going to be transitioning into our Nothing Tuesday segment momentarily. But we have just a couple more rounds to finish out with Find2Earn. You guys are welcome to play. How are you today, Zero? How are you
we
today,
just
Hz?
Yo, what's up, guys? Thanks
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
invite.
Hey, man.
Thank you for joining. Love having you guys on.
friends.
This is awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
The whole Find
We do this every day.
I
and
love that.
It's always as
Thanks,
chaotic
man.
and eventful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're crazy here. Thanks, man.
Xenitron, man. I love that I love that you just keep going no matter what, dude. Bull market, bear market. I love that you just show up every day.
Thank you. Consistency is very important. We have to survive.
It's because he's dead.
Yeah, I'm just dead.
Right? He's a fucking
Anyway,
zombie, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, really. Doesn't matter.
So we don't have. I see 3 answers, but we don't have any winners from the Leo round yet.
Yeah, we have like assistant boyfriend. You just above
yeah,
like,
there
the
it is.
road, but it's the right location, so we give you the win.
Got it. Yeah, that does look. I think he put
Oh,
a new.
he
He
just
actually
gave-
put, he
You
corrected
just
it.
give
All
us electricity. Let's go.
right. So we just looking for. So do we still have? Do we have winners for both?
Yeah, let me check Fikri. Fikri dropped some location. Yeah, Fikri, since
Oh,
you
that's
are
the
very
same.
close, we'll give you price also.
All right. So these last 2 rounds, by the way, these are for. You got 80,000 Leo token, 2 rounds each, 40,000 Leo, and then you also have Wrapped Nothing, 2 billion Wrapped Nothing up for grabs, 1 billion each, and I think we did get a winner for their orange car too, right? So both of the cars are found.
Yeah,
Well,
both cars found by CryptoFinder. CryptoFinder found the Mini Cooper
nice.
orange car,
CryptoFinder got
and
both.
we gave 2 wins actually to assistant boyfriend and Fikri, since Fikri was close, but they dropped it in the same time, and we gave like one. We will give the Leo prize to both of them, and we still have no winner for last Leo game, but we can like continue show, like show must
That's
go
this
on.
image right here with the cog.
Yeah,
Looks like it's behind a factory building or something, maybe.
Yeah, nobody found the factory.
No one found that one yet. All right, let's. Maybe I can score some Leo. Oh. No one found that yet.
Yeah, we let people play and you can continue your organized.
Yeah, you guys can keep playing. We're going to transition into the Not Tuesday segment. I appreciate our guests being patient. I'm going to stop sharing. We are going to Not Tuesday. It is Not Tuesday. And I don't know. What am I doing here? I'm gonna transition with the music. So we are not amused. We have some OGs from the Stacks developer community. That's what Wrap Nothing is. It's the original. Really, I think it's the first meme token ever on Bitcoin. And we have some of the original creators here with us today. XYZero from ZeroAuthorityDAO, which I understand will be launching V2 very soon. I think. I don't know. I don't want to.
Very soon.
So we'll have to get you back on again to do a little bit of a walkthrough once that's ready to go. But OG in the space, love having you on here, man, my brother. And Hz in the house making an appearance. The deployer of nothing, from what
for you guys that do not know Hz, you better put some respect on this man's name. This dude is an OG. There's only a few people I consider OGs in Stacks, and he is one of them. And so you will, hopefully you see more of Hz over the, I don't want to say see more of him, but hopefully you hear from him more and more this year. He's someone who we highly respect, and we literally have been on. Hz was helping us last night, and so we finally got everything tuned up on the site, and we had launched everything on mainnet. All the contracts were ready to go, and we had a bug for whatever reason. The migration of all the users from V1 to V2 was causing an error, but Hz helped crank it out, and so we just got that last thing done, and now we're going to be back here on the DeOrganized show in a couple of weeks, and then we'll start making our rounds. But man, I'm so excited to be on the show this morning. Thank you.
Awesome, man. I love the background you picked too, man. It looks awesome, like the virtual background. It looks like you're
it's rising.
Awesome. Are we wearing this cap? Are you wearing a StackingDAO cap?
Are you wearing a StackingDAO cap too?
We have the same hat. I just got mine yesterday. Just came in the mail. I had to wear it today.
I grabbed a couple at Nashville, and because everyone gives out their swag, and so I grabbed a bunch of hats and shirts from StackingDAO, and then I had them in the closet. And I was like, I'm gonna start wearing this hat.
You want to hear some awesome news? We actually applied for official media passes for the main event for Vegas, and we were approved yesterday. We are official accepted media by Bitcoin Magazine for the Bitcoin conference. On top of that, we're going to be live streaming from the Bitcoin Beach event with Bitflow and Trio and Liquidium. And I think we're also going to be doing the Mike Tyson Tiger Mansion as well. So we're going to be
I was just going to ask, are you going to be at the mansion with Trio?
I registered. I talked to Purple Toshi about it. So we're a little bit, I think we're going to get in. I think we're going to be in.
Last night, I got the invite from the Pizza Ninjas for their event. And if you guys haven't been to a Pizza Ninja event, let me tell you, it's just fun. It's just fun, and it's a complete circus, but it's just so fun. So I got their invite last night, and I'm so stoked to obviously the mansion with Trio, and then the Pizza Ninjas. Pizza Ninjas is going to be one of the talked about events, and so you guys got to attend it whenever you get there.
If you think about it, send me a link for that one, because I don't think I have any details on it.
Okay. Yeah.
If you have
Yeah,
any
yeah. I'll
info.
just forward it over. It's going to be fun. Trevor is one of the best at throwing events. I love how
that crew
was
is always that's the OG DJing crew. You know, they're like
right.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a happening. It's you know what, I think there's just going to be too many events, which is great.
It's going to be a whirlwind. It's going to be too many, but it's going to be so fun, man. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
We need to get a cigar lounge night planned.
We were talking about that. Yeah, we'll talk more about that too.
Yeah, okay. We'll have to talk about that.
We should definitely do that. I'm going to be there, so
okay.
We'll figure it out.
Who else is on? So I see Haz. Who's the T?
That's Big Mac from Bitflow.
Oh, dude, what's up, Big Mac?
Yeah, they just launched their flex pools. With,
nice, man. I love
liquidity, stacking STX versus STX, and you can single side withdraw, single side add.
That's dope, man.
Not only that, rewards are paid directly in LP token, so you're kind of out of compounding as you sit in the pool.
Oh, really? I missed that part. So your rewards are paid in LP tokens, so you're just earning more LP and compounding.
That's awesome.
Sick, dude.
No one else is doing it like that. That's amazing.
Okay.
And then when you guys rolled out the DCA, that was awesome too, because a lot of people in crypto need that.
Yeah, I have to go. It's too sunny here. I'm back to Underworld. See you.
Thank you, Xenitron, aka the Game Master, for another excellent episode of Find2Earn, and for joining us for this segment. Congratulations to all our winners today, and we will see you tomorrow with more episodes of Find2Earn. But yeah, man, I love what's going on with Bitflow. I love what all the devs in our ecosystem are building. There's so much happening all over the place all the time. But I'd love to talk a little bit more about. So, Zero, why don't you give me your story about Nothing?
Yeah, so when it's kind of interesting, someone on the Rap Nothing team, he sent me a video and he was like, dude, I can't believe you were talking about Rap Nothing in 2021. And I was like, and I totally even forgot I even made a video, because at the time a lot of people don't even realize early stacks they're on a spectrum of Bitcoin maxis to kind of just like, I'm completely open to using whatever chains to do whatever in crypto. We were more on the sides of, we weren't Bitcoin maxis, but we were Bitcoin believers to the hardcore. Even meaning, and what does that mean? Like the Dan Trevinos of the world, the Brads of the world, if you ever check out their Purple Pill Tuesdays or Purple Pill Fridays. Even Haz is kind of in this camp. Like, we believe in Bitcoin. We want to use Bitcoin, and even using stacks obviously is a Bitcoin L2, but that's a stretch. So using anything else was a stretch beyond the imagination. So you had the whole NFT movement come about, and then on stacks specifically, back when mainnet happened, you had the launch of Megapont, and was just an absolute frenzy. They crashed the chain a couple of times. Not crashed it still worked, but I mean, 10-minute block times, it brought it down. It was like when CryptoKitties went live on Ethereum, it brought the chain down. So back then, having a meme coin, no one would even buy the thing, because it was like no one would believe in a meme coin. So it wasn't even called a meme coin. It was just the micro nothing token, and the micro nothing became the Rap Nothing, which is the early beginnings of like the meme coin movement, which is so funny because I still remember when Welsh went live on Arcadeco on their swap, because Arcadeco only had, you could buy Deco, USDA, and then swap it to stacks. it was such a big deal to put Welsh on there because it was a legit meme coin, and the whole community said, no, we don't want this thing. This is terrible for stacks. And then, you know, fast forward to now to 2025, everything's a meme coin, and everyone is building communities around incentives.
Yeah, well, it's, you know what, it's just the evolution of things, right? We want it. You can't have nothing is pure, or everything is pure, right? Like, so you have to have. You can't
Right,
grow.
you can't go around. So it's just kind of. Oh, what's up, Haas? Jump in here. You originally deployed the wrap nothing. So how did you even? I don't even remember. How did you guys think about doing this? It was just a joke at the time.
Yeah, we hated Doggy or Doge, whatever, and Elon Musk, and we had this despise of this, you know, meme coin, you know, whatever that was happening, and then we just decided, let's create nothing. And then we started with like a few like versions where we had nothing for 42, which is like the first token ever on Stacks. And that is like 42 tokens. I have 2 of them, and the rest are distributed among the community. And then we had like, okay, let's just create an actual meme coin. And then we had, let's just create 100 trillion of that meme coin. Just and
so,
have
so
that.
what, did it start as micro nothing?
It did, because in mind,
Okay,
again, I was extremely technical back then, where I thought, okay, just like micro STX, which is like you know, 1 millionth of an STX, let's just have micro nothing, you know, mirror that. But then, you know, that thinking, which is now just a vestige, because like it's just nothing at the moment. There is no
that's what I was going to say. I remember it because I thought didn't you and Frieger deploy the micro nothing, and then for a long time the nothing joke on Reddit Stacks was kind of funny, because you'd see it like, I want to earn nothing. What the hell are these guys talking about?
And so some random guys, like I deployed a faucet application.
Right.
That, you know, you put in your address, you get 1 million nothing, you know, every day. And it's crazy, because there was this guy, I think he's called Bolt.btc. He sent that faucet like 100 STX, and wow, we got money. So, you know, we're just gonna use that for fees for the faucet. And that was like the beginning of the distribution. And that's why you find like, you know, older Stacks applications using that contract, because it was there. It was the only token that was being used. Even like because we didn't have like SEP10. SEP10 that
didn't even
in the name.
That wasn't even there.
It didn't exist before, and SIP9 as well. But nothing was the first one to implement
just POX. There was only like, how does the blockchain do consensus, right? The proof of transfer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You had like things like the standards for transactions, hashing that, you know, creating the bytes for all of that. So we didn't have any like standards for tokens or anything. And then came out the SEP10 with all of its versions. Like, you can even track down the versions of SEP10 through wrap nothing, because we had wrap nothing v5, v6, v7, v8. v8 is the latest, of course, which implements the latest.
It was originally called micro nothing, and then as the standards evolved, you wrapped it to adopt new token standardization.
Exactly.
Is that basically how it went?
To this day, not WMNO whatever wraps back to the old MNO. So you can in this day you can wrap back to the 5,000 block 5,000 block MNO with current knot. And that's been by design, which is because we did not want to create new tokens. Let's just keep the 100 trillions as they are right now.
Which is a really interesting innovation too, because that gives you the opportunity to, well, it sets a standard for other people. You don't have to launch a new token. You can actually just wrap the token with a new contract standard, I guess, right? That exactly. You could have basically you could do that with any token then too. If you wanted to add different functionality, you could just wrap it in a new contract.
Yeah, wrapping is a simple process. You transfer the tokens to the contract, and then you mint new tokens based on that. You don't get back that token. You just unwrap, which basically burns the new tokens and gives you the old tokens, transfers them from the contract to your wallet. So it's a simple process, really.
Very cool. Very interesting. So
it became this movement unto itself. The whole idea was nothing. You get nothing. Now later on, all this you get nothing, you earn nothing. Like that kind of evolved into this culture. But at the time, it was just so funny because this was like the first like nothing token, and then there was just the jokes on. At the time too, I think Reddit was a bigger deal for Stacks community and just crypto. One of the trends I've noticed over time, going back to 17, that bull run where kind of just ignited a lot of what we know today, because that was a whole ICO run. At that time, you had forums, more of the like the Bitcoin forums. Coinbase was still new at the time. Sometimes I look back at my transactions on Coinbase and I was like, man, I was a dumbass. I should have just been buying, not trying to trade. But we all go through that lesson where we all try to trade and we try to outsmart the market and all that. But anyways, where the conversations were happening evolved back from 17 to 21, where 21 was all about Discord. Discord was the go-to place, and then this cycle has been a return to Twitter. And so Twitter, X, a lot of the conversations are happening now. I know I'm having different conversations across the ecosystem, like how can we incentivize people on our Telegram, on our Discord, on our X, and it's kind of an interesting case, like where, and then ConsoleDAO shut down too, so they had some strides, they were making some really good movements, but then at the end of the day they couldn't get enough Web3 people, because a lot of people had returned back to just the regular social media. So even Instagram, I see crypto influencers and channels there. So it's just kind of interesting to see how this cycle has played out in many ways, and that's just something that I've noticed that has been interesting. But that's all I want to say on that.
Yeah, the socials are the social engagement has changed a lot in the last 3 to 4 years from cycle to cycle. So like Reddit, I almost never see Reddit. I can barely get off of X because of what we're involved in and everything too. But I find a lot of people have adopted Telegram. There's a lot of conversation going on in Telegram groups. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's actually almost seems like to be a remigration back to the Discords. I cautiously give full credit to GPSC with his taking over. It just happens to coincide with him taking over the Zest and StackingDAO Discords. Now everyone's on Discord. Everything's about Discord. So, what's up, GP? Did you handle that issue? You're all set?
Yeah, I got a handle. I got a little scared for a second, but nipped that in the butt, and now I am ready for the day and the rest of the week. So good to go. What's up, fellas? Hope you guys have had
What's up, GP?
Good day so far. It's been a good week so far, and I love nothing. I mean, it's like the concept of it, right? The nothing CEOs, the fat airdrop I got for just being a Chad in the space of being active. I mean, like it's cool, man, and that it's like a dev community too. There's so many based individuals in the nothing community, man. So
it really is a very interesting. It's a movement that reflects the same ethos as to why we're all here. Decentralized, distributed, permissionless, trustless kind of ethos. And to be honest, like one of the first I had just kind of started getting a little bit more focused on the Stacks ecosystem. I had already met Zero. I had been kind of participating in their Discord server, jumping in and saying hi. The Spaghetti Punks, I knew Jack, but I wasn't really well integrated into the community. And then I got the airdrop, so it brought me into the Discord to just kind of see what everyone was about. And I didn't even realize until I actually started doing these segments how many people I met in the Stacks ecosystem in that Discord originally that I just didn't know who they were, because I was getting such an influx of introductions to people. It was hard to keep track of who everyone was. Number one, because also in the Discord, you're talking to PFPs, not actual faces. And everyone's PFP looks the same. Like, a lot of people have the same project as a PFP. So it almost is like this weird surreal experience where you're not, like, people aren't real, or they all kind of, you absorb multiple personalities into one concept in your head as to who is who, because they got the same PFP or a very similar PFP. So, like, I remember you guys, before you went through with this final, like, unwrap, rewrap, and I only found out it was actually Brad when I had Dan T on a couple weeks ago for this same segment. And I guess Brad was one of the original minters of Micro Nothing, and he was the one that had lost access to his amounts. And I didn't really know it was Brad. I just remembered that there was a conversation about it, and he had to prove or disprove, or how do we know he doesn't have access to it? I remember there was that conversation going on. And now I know all these guys. Like, I know you. Like, I've known Zero for a while, but I know Hz. I know Brad. I know Frieger. I know.
I'll have to drop this this link on X, but this was back in February 27th, 2021. So this was on Reddit at the time, and it was just I don't even know who posted it. I think that was by Brad. He said, airdropping free fungible tokens. Come and get nothing. So this was the whole wrap nothing. And it's just funny because I think back to, like, early days like this, and you could have like just accumulated all these tokens and, at the time too, because I was talking to one of the guys in wrap nothing. At the peak of the Stacks token, the wrap nothing, I mean, he had a good sizable bag, and it was thousands of dollars. So again, the market will come back at some point. All of these meme coins, especially Rue, Leo, Welsh, Nothing, even the Flat Earth team, I really like what they do. A lot of these teams, I still see them sticking around. And it's a good time to just accumulate and have some fun.
And get integrated and engage with the communities too. Make friends, participate. If you have ideas or feedback, get involved. That's what this is about. This is an inclusive community. That's really what it boils down to. It's not it's not gate kept here.
Peace, and love. If it's okay, can I just do a quick shout out to Hz?
It's always okay.
And just
thank you have carte blanche there.
A lot of people don't know how Hz helps the whole Stacks community, and he's so involved with really serious projects here. So just a huge shout out to him. Shout out to the whole Zero Authority team, Hattie, Hoddle, Shashil, and we got some other announcements coming later too, but we're finally at the point where this thing it's ready. I was talking on because Big Mac, you had invited me to your space the other day or the other week, and I was just talking about all the things that we've done. So we decided to do all three at the same time as far as updates. Massive upgrade on the UI, massive upgrade on the contracts, and Hz was hugely behind how we upgraded the contracts on Clarity, and then also we did a whole infrastructure lift. So each one of those by themselves could have taken 3-4 months, and you got to remember, we're a team of volunteers, so we just love this. We love this space. We love Stacks, and so no one gets paid from any of this stuff. So, you know, the best we do is whatever we earn at the smart contracts in our wallets, we just keep stacking it, and hopefully that that turns into some real Bitcoin yield one day, and we can do more with this treasury. I suspect we'll onboard a ton of people coming in now that we have this really viable path. So the whole experience is just redone and is so beautiful now. So when you want to see who the creators are, we have categories you can search. The other thing that Hz had brought to us, because when Zero Authority and Trajan merged, we are a formal company, and the company is Trajan, and Zero Authority is a company as well, but it operates under Trajan. One of the things we wanted to do was make BNS more prominent, and we wanted to bring those back to the roots. And so this was one way we could do that, where on a user profile, you can now see your BNS, and so you can offer this person a gig, you can give them an endorsement, you can message them. We'll have messaging on the platform coming after we launch at some point as well. And the reputation isn't live yet, so we have some work to do there, but it's just a really clean experience, a really beautiful done UI. So this was a test we were running the other night, and so as you can see, when you're going to do bounties and look for them, you can now go through the list. You can make this bigger. You can see if there was a winner selected. You can see all of the submissions and those linked to the submissions now. It's just so clean. It's reorganized, redone. We're not going to go live on the Learn community page or some of that yet, or the security page. We have some more surprises coming, but we will go live on Create a Gig. So when you want to create a gig,
interrupt.
Go ahead.
Zero. I just gotta go. Thank you guys for hosting. I hope we can do this again.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Happy to have you on anytime. Love that you made it out onto the show. You're always welcome, and appreciate you, man. Really appreciate. Love Rap Nothing and all that you do for the community. And I'm also like super excited. Well, Zero,
so
you're
much,
welcome
Hz.
to keep going, man. I definitely want
Thanks
to
for
hear
hosting it, and thanks for the
all
kind words.
about everything
Zero.
going on with Zero Authority.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Appreciate you, Hz.
Thank you, Hz.
I know I won't take too much time. I know Big Mac is here too. I want to hear about the beach party, because that beach party back in Nashville, that was a highlight for me. That was epic times, and it was just such cool vibes. So we will be able to go live on this here. So we have some plans to go live, and I think we will be live in a couple of weeks. We just need to talk to some of our partners, like a DeOrganized, some other people, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. So
yeah, well, whatever we can do to help get the word out to people, or if you need people to come in and do stuff before launch or whatever, you let me know. However we can help, and we're on it, sir.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah. So we'll go live, like I said, with the gigs, the bounties, and then we've still got a whole host of other stuff we're planning. So as you can see on the far left, we're gonna shut all this stuff down, but we will have DAOs on the platform. And the way I'm thinking about it, and I haven't confirmed this yet, but one of the ways something I want to do is be able to create a crowdsource bounty, where you can crowdsource however much funds you want to raise, and then that automatically gets deployed into a DAO. And then we'll have the AI agents running behind the scenes to help you with voting, to help you figure out what is the purpose of your DAO. So whenever people set that up, that's something that we want to do as a community. And then, it makes it unruggable too. So you create a community bounty, say how much you want to raise, token rewards, and that gets deployed into the DAO. And then you have voting mechanisms. So things like that brings trust and safety into the market, and it allows people to participate in the DAOs that they already participate in. And not only that, once you're in this DAO, once you're a part of the ecosystem, then I could go to your portfolio. I could see, what are you doing? What endorsements you have? Do you want to add something to your portfolio? Are you participating? Are you in a part of any DAOs? So this is what I'm talking about, where when we talk about reputation, it's not just going to be I did a swap or I bought an NFT. It's really going to be I'm participating in this DAO. I'm working with these individuals. I'm working with that company. I'm working with these AI agents, and that all is encompassing into this format, this open format of reputation and badges. And so when we already have the contract live, so we just need to finish all this stuff. But the reputation NFTs will live here. So if you're doing things on the platform, you can mint your badges. If you've done something on Bitflow and maybe you've added to LP, maybe you've done a swap, you could mint those badges too. And then that all goes into what we consider the name I'm calling it right now in my head is Gravitas, where it's the reputation engine, and it's we kind of follow this like kind of the Roman nomenclature. So we have Nova, Gravitas, Zero Authority, Trajan, right? So it's finally starting to come together. It's been years in the making. We didn't get here overnight.
No,
dude,
man,
it's been
a lot
hard.
of work.
It's been hard.
I mean, I've been watching you guys for a while, and I know that you guys have been cranking, working, and it looks awesome, dude. I cannot wait. It's a huge value add to our ecosystem having this type of decentralized reputation and the gig marketplace and all of that stuff functional on Stacks
Stacks, live on Stacks on the Premier Bitcoin L2. Something too, like I get really excited about is I've been having conversations with Diego behind the scenes, and Big Mac knows a little bit about this. Is like, when you do work together, what we'll be able to do on the back end is you can say, I want SBTC. So maybe someone on the front end, maybe someone as a client, they put in Stacks into the contract. Because we have Bitflow now, because they have the SDKs, we can swap all that stuff on the back end. And so you can get whatever you want now. And it's quite amazing, right? Because 4 years ago, we had Arcadico and Alex, and that was it. And now, 2025, we have a Bitflow, we have a Valar with their perp decks. We still have Alex, we still have Arcadico. We'll have a Zero Authority, right? It's not NFTs, it's not DeFi. It's this confluence of like this community solutions where you can do more on chain. And not only that, we had to have a massive upgrade to create the UI. Something I've noticed too, a lot of teams like a Bitflow, like a Valar, like a DeOrganized, we're bringing clean UX, like Web 2 UX to the table now, because people want to use beautiful things and simple apps, right? And so bringing that experience first, it's going to draw people in. Then once they realize, oh shit, this thing is actually fully on chain, and I can see the on-chain transactions by just doing things on the front end and this interaction, it'll change how people think about Web3 and what they're doing. And the goal is to not even know that they're even using Web3, that this stuff just kind of automatically, I call it a lot of people say auto magically happens, right? If you participate in gigs and bounties and it's just happening on chain, right? That is a part of that reputation, and that reputation engine, I think there's going to be a lot of things that people do with that. So this has been a labor of love. We're finally here.
Right. This is infrastructure tooling, both on it's functionality for users, but it's also functionality for more builders. This is something that's going to integrate. I know Codename Satoshi, our unnamed dev at DeOrganized, will definitely be looking to incorporate some of this into some of the structure of what we're building out on our platform. Too. We're going to use, we're absolutely going to use Zero Authority and the final product that you guys have in our processes, in our structure.
Yeah, the other thing too is we have Nova coming, and Nova will be AI bots and connecting to Discords and Telegrams. So that we're going to make this stuff extensible beyond the chain, beyond Zero Authority. The goal was always to give people the tools that they need, regardless of where they are, right? And so we'll be able to do that. And then once you add Nova to your Discord or to your Telegram, I know GP and I were just kind of chatting back and forth. I think there's going to be an engagement boost from it, where you add it to your Discord, you're pulling in wallet transactions, trades, or NFTs, or even once we have all the reputation categories and stuff ironed out, you can pull that into your Discord. GP or Big Mac just earned some reputation. Put that into the Discord, put that into the Telegram. Those are conversation starters. That's like, oh, dude, you just earned this reputation. How'd you do it? What are you doing? A lot of people are participating in stacks and beyond stacks, in every chain, in every DAO, and every ecosystem. We still have this problem where I cannot see what Big Mac is doing. I don't know what DAOs he's a part of. We're gonna solve that problem. You'll not only will you know what groups people are a part of, but you'll know how they're earning credibility. And that has always been the fundamental vision that we had. Let's bring more of your activities on chain, and let's make it visible for all the great things that people are doing. So, man, I'm just
verifiable. Don't
verifiable.
Trust. Right.
I just love how that user profile looks with the BNS. Man, that's so dope. So dope. I've something that I kind of think out ahead as well is like where people will. I don't know if this will happen, but one of the things that I've been thinking about is, what if you could mint your user profile, you own that, and then that's a part of you can get your domain, right? You can get your .locker, and now you own this profile, and you can connect it to whatever sites you want. And so I want to make it extensible like that.
Like a DNS ID is supposed to do, to some degree.
It is. It's a part of that. It's a part of like that data ownership. But I want to even take it further, where we don't own we don't own your profile, but the profile is built on our infrastructure. But I would love it if we came up with a decentralized version where you can create your profile here, but you could also transfer it wherever you want to go to. So I know, like Dan, he's creating the open standards on profile data, and we're going to implement a lot of that, but it's just the beginning of where I see all this going. It really is.
Right. We're still early. We're still very early.
Still early.
Although we're not as early as you were 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
Right.
Think about it though, man. Like, where you keep bringing up, there was only Arcadico and Alex, and they weren't Arcadico and Alex like we have Arcadico and Alex now. They were shells of what they've become, and now we have real Bitcoin DeFi on stacks. And I know that's not, both of us are not really focused on DeFi projects, but that foundation is already there. So now we're ready for the app layer to be built out, and there's so many cool things coming on the app layer side.
We could pivot to Big Mac, but I want to just say on the Bitflow stuff, because I knew Diego, right? He was there early. He was creating the backpacks for kids in Miami-Dade with his NFTs projects, and so when him and Dylan, they met in the Stacks Lab, that accelerator, then they moved on to the Bitcoin accelerator, just to see the beginning of that. Because a lot of people said, well, there's already DeFi. You already have Arcadico, you already have Alex. Why would you need other DeFi apps? And this is where you almost have to be a crypto native to understand, well, there isn't these liquidity pools that can all connect together. And so once you start explaining how do we do that and be the infrastructure to the infrastructure, and then allow this app layer, then it starts to make sense. And now you're seeing this evolution where we needed like the curve to come into the ecosystem. If you know what curve is, it's kind of just like that infrastructure for liquidity on these DeFi apps that allows it to flow through freely. And so that's what we're able to do now at Zero Authority, where on the back end we use Bitflow to like swap these tokens into whatever tokens you want. Like Big Mac was saying, you could earn in LP tokens. That's something that's really untapped. Hodl with Stacks and I've been talking about that. Like, what if you could allow someone to earn LP rewards by the things that they're doing? So things like that is super untapped. No one is doing it. And that's the next, like people talk about what's the next evolution, and I hear real world assets. I don't think that's the next cycle. I think the next cycle is going to be something innovative on DeFi that we haven't been able to do. So we're almost at that point where we're going to have the Ubers and the Airbnbs for Web3, but we don't have that yet. And I know it won't make sense to people because they'll say, well, you could do all these things on Web3 now, but there's still a lot of innovations that you can do with LP rewards and how people earn, and with the liquidity pools. Something like we've been exploring too is like the creator tokens. So you've seen the rise of the meme coins, but you could do more with creator coins too, and these LP rewards. So I could go on and on about it, and I really think
and I could talk to you. We'll have to have you back on again soon, sir.
I can't wait to come on.
Yeah, no, we're listen, I love chatting with you. We're actually like, I wasn't looking to cut you off, but we are like 20 minutes past the end of the segment.
I know.
Which I know we got started late and everything too, and I love it. I could talk to you all day. Honestly, the only thing pushing me right now is I got a puppy that's looking to go out. We got I have 7 kids, right? But we're down to only 2 in the house, so it's getting like I didn't have enough stuff going on, bootstrapping a project, also being a realtor and everything. So we got a German Shepherd puppy a couple weeks back, and
so you're a little bit busy. Puppies, they're
a little
lovely,
bit,
but they
a little
take
bit
work.
busy, a little bit scratched up and dinged up from. He's very he's a very alpha puppy. He doesn't want to be told what to do, and his teeth are sharp. So, but he's whining at me to go out. So I do gotta kind of wrap up here. But this is man, I love this stuff. Big Mac, actually, I wanted to ask you. I saw in the Discord briefly yesterday, and I didn't even ask you this morning. Are you guys doing some kind of games at 11 a.m. in the Discord?
Games today. We have a little sneak peek coming up during our AMA, and then we'll be playing some games, some shooter games. Get everybody with this involved. We figured I'm not a big poker guy, one because I don't know how to play too well, so that was going to be like a Big Mac hang out night, I guess. So yeah, we'll be playing some shooter games in the Discord. Get everybody involved. We're gonna have like different tiers and teams and guilds to see who comes out on top.
Nice, I love it. When's that going on? Or people should just go into the Bitflow Discord to find out.
Yeah, head over to Discord. Keep an eye on announcements. We're making a little post on Twitter, and see how much alpha we want to give out. But just make sure to join our Discord and keep an eye on announcements. We'll be sharing some alpha. And if you want the real alpha, earn the Riptide Ruler role on Discord. That's where everybody gets like the early news on what's coming up next.
So you have to get to the Riptide. It's Riptide Ruler role on the Discord, and that's where you get the alpha.
How do you get that role, Big Mac?
It's engagement based. We don't disclose exactly where you get it, but just be very active. and you gotta
go into the Discord.
Yeah. This is alpha. Like people watching this or on the replay, do everything you can to participate in Bitflow or Bitflows. Whatever they're doing, participate. It will pay off.
And Flex Pools is live now, and you guys will be talking more about that in Built on Bitcoin tomorrow. Do you have any other kind of spaces before that?
We have a few coming up later today. Diego will be joining and Dylan and sending a few. So just keep an eye on our Twitter. We'll be reposting the ones that are coming up. So join in and listen in. They're directly from the.
So pay attention to the Bitflow Twitter account. There'll be some alpha dropping today. And get over into the Discord and participate as much as you can. Get that roll and get the alpha on the regular ahead of everybody else with Bitflow. Thank you for joining, Big Mac. It's been great having you on. And you're welcome anytime, man. Hit me up. You want in, I'll drop you the link anytime. You're welcome to come chat with us.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, guys. It was great. It was fun.
Right on. Another episode of the DeOrganized Morning Show with me, GP, and all of our friends. Thank you all for tuning in. I am PeaceLoveMusic. We are DeOrganized Media, coming at you live every Monday through Friday in partnership with our good friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. You go out and have an awesome rest of your Tuesday. And thank you for joining us.